Hi, today's video is a follow-up on Washington's new distracted driving law that went into effect July 23rd of this year, 2017. After the law was really discussed more in the media, a lot of people became concerned because part of this law is that there is a secondary offense for distracted driving that is linked in with the primary offense. The primary offense is now using your cell phone in any manner other than something that allows for a one-button push or swipe. The secondary offense is for any thing that could be a distracting feature that causes you to commit a primary offense, such as an unsafe lane change or running a red light or missing a stop sign. In the event that you do commit such an offense and there is objective evidence that something in your car, a dog, a drink, a sandwich, something that you were doing was a causal influence upon your committing the primary offense, well, then you can receive an extra ticket for distracted driving in the amount of $99. A lot of people were very upset about this. I think that's because they didn't fully understand. I think there were probably three groups of people. One, just people who don't want the state to tell them to do anything in their car, which of course is never going to occur because cars are terribly dangerous and they have to be properly restricted. We have to be properly restricted in our use to keep everybody else safe. That's very reasonable, of course. The second group would be those who didn't understand the law. They thought that just by drinking your coffee you could be pulled over and receive a ticket, which is clearly not the case. And then there's a third group who would say that, well, the police will use this as a pretext for pulling people over, but they're, of course, part of that second group. They're not fully appreciating that you have to first have an actual traffic offense, and only then can the drinking of the coffee be considered as being illegal. Otherwise, you're free to drink your coffee. I drank mine every morning on the way to work. I think the way to look at this is boils down to a George Carlin joke, and George said there are only two kinds of drivers in the world. There's everybody that drives faster than you, and those people are maniacs. And there's everybody that drives slower than you, and those people are idiots. The problem with driving is, of course, it's very subjective. Everybody thinks they're a good driver, and yet when you look around, you realize that there are very many bad drivers out there. We have to have laws like this, and as long as you are acting reasonably and responsibly, the reason why we have the secondary offenses, it is a deterrent, so that people will be more mindful and keep their mind and their eyes and their hands in the act of driving. That should keep all of us safe, and it's a deterrent so that we don't have the primary offenses of running red lights, not seeing stop signs, running into the back of cars that are sitting right in front of you. This is admittedly not 100% perfectly worded, but still very useful and thoughtful and important law. The rates of distracted driving causing serious accidents have gone up an awful lot in the last several years. It is primarily a telephone problem, but it is also a way of looking at it problem. So we're supportive of this law at the firm, and we think it's going to make things safer for everybody in our state, and I hope you can appreciate that as well. Thanks for listening.